Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. So, I wanted to chat with you guys today about some UFO, UAP alternatives. And no matter all of our personal beliefs and experiences, it's important to keep an open mind because this is totally new science we're dealing with. We know that this is a fact. It's happening. And it has been detected by the best sensors that humanity has been able to come up with. So, I'm going to circle back to that, but really quick, I'm going to tell you something weird that just happened. I found out today that the shop where my computers are at was robbed and the computers are gone. My two laptops are gone. And so that really sucks because there was some really important, irreplaceable stuff there. And then, and this is really weird, I cannot find my contact journal anywhere. There's not a lot of options. And about 2 nights ago, I noticed that my window was slightly cracked open, and the screen, you know, those sliding screens you put in the window, it was tilted out, which someone had to do something. The wind, nothing could do that. So anyway, very weird that the contact journal is gone. It has drawings of craft, contact experiences, and everything. It was what Colonel Alexander recommended I do. And once I did it after he suggested it, it was so great because, you know, stuff hits you and your brain goes so many different places, and, you know, you forget things. And so the sooner you write stuff down, the better you can solidify it, you know, in your mind, and just keep track and maybe notice trends and all sorts of things like that. So anyway, very bizarre that those resources are now gone, but it just makes me more tenacious. And there's some videos and stuff on there that you guys haven't seen and stuff that I've done, and we will just have to keep it being amazing, gang, together. So I wanted to talk about what other things UFOs could be. Trying to be as realistic as possible, using as little energy as possible. You know, the Occam's razor kind of logical approach. And, you know, other dimensions to me just seems so extra right now and so beyond Occam's razor. You know, for me, although, you know, the idea that there was a mirror universe to ours would sound very appealing in terms of how the universe shows itself to work. There's always a yin and a yang and a polarity and two sides, and so who freaking knows? But if this was a simulation and we were cognizant, conscious beings in a simulation of some super advanced kind, they could be visual clues to the fact that some bugs are being fixed in that area. Or is it more like a cursor on a mouse? Someone's moving some cursors around. There's a lot of interesting options and thoughts. You know, for me, coming from a different time seems a lot more logical, or at least a bunch simpler than coming from a different universe. I think it's incredibly telling that we have not detected any other life forms, either in radio waves or visually in some structure. It's very, very telling and could be used as evidence for a bunch of different theories. So to me, it's more logical that we would have a time traveler than a dimensional traveler, if you know what I mean. And I think we would be the most likely to go backwards in time to visit us. So us from the future certainly breaks physics as we know it, but not necessarily. We know if you go ultra fast near the speed of light and come back to Earth, you will be a lot younger than the people here on Earth. There's a lot of different possibilities of what UFOs could be. You know, sometimes an animal in the zoo will see things that are created to make the impact on the animal in the zoo less frightening. You know, sometimes zookeepers will even dress up, you know, dolls and stuff to feed baby animals. And maybe it's kind of like when a zookeeper, or when a lion in the zoo looks through the glass and sees some tourists coming through. Or maybe it's another experience is more like the zookeeper coming into the pen. A lot of really creepy thoughts, huh? What do you guys think? Much love.